everyone, I am Shaylaika Bautista, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies. So my topic is all about the critical attributes of 21st century education. So the first critical attribute is the integrated and interdisciplinary. Education in the 21st century is characterized by effective linkages among various subjects or disciplines to enhance students' learning experience. So, integrated or interdisciplinary is an effective and relevant way to teach the 21st century competences and to apply the transdisciplinary skills necessary for solving complex global problems. So when we say interdisciplinary, it is an approach that connects the interdependent knowledge and skills from more than one subject area to examine a central theme, issue, problem, topic, or experience. It is a holistic approach that stresses linkages. So an example of interdisciplinary is a class studying the New Testament from both the literary and historical points of view of something linking multiple distinct academic disciplines or fields of study together. So the second is the technologies and multimedia. This involves the full use of available information and communication technology or ICT. Computers and the internet, as well as multimedia using audio and video-based instruction to improve teaching and learning activities. So, why is technology is important in the 21st century education? Because it promotes inclusion and development of digital literacy skills. It extends learning beyond the text and beyond the classroom walls. It ultimately exposes students and teachers to new online global communities. This in turn promotes a global awareness, which is an essential component to a 21st century education. So what is the importance of multimedia in the 21st century literature? Multimedia can serve to shape the social context in which literary works can be explored or experienced with others. Students and their teacher have a central source of images, sounds, and text that can stimulate and facilitate the sharing of responses. So the third is the global classrooms. Education in the 21st century exposes students to the concerns of the region and other countries. Thus, teachers need to include current global issues such as peace, respect for cultural diversity, global concerns such as climate change and global warming in classroom discussions. So, why is global education important in the 21st century? Global education is a necessity for the 21st century learner. Global education enables people to understand the links between their own lives and those of people throughout the world. It increases understanding of the economic, cultural, political, and environmental influences which shape our lives. So the fourth is the creating, adapting to constant personal and social change and lifelong learning. In the 21st century, learning does not only happen inside the school and during one's schooling years, and it can take place anywhere, anytime, regardless of one's age. So this means that teachers should facilitate the students' acquisition of KSAV, which means knowledge, skills, attitude, and values that go beyond academics. Learning should take place not only for the purpose of passing exams, but also for transferring knowledge to real-life situations. The curriculum should be planned in such a way that the students will continue to learn even outside the school's portals. So the fifth is the student-centered. education in the 21st century is focused on students as learners. It is a tailor fit to address the individual learning needs of each student. Differentiated instruction is common in 21st century classrooms, where diverse student factors are taken into account when planning and delivering instruction. So, this critical attribute implies that teachers should act as facilitator of learning, not as teachers on the stage, but as guides on the side. Learners should be given opportunities to discover new knowledge, learn with one another, and create their own learning. So, the sixth is the 21st century skills. Education in the 21st century promotes the skills needed to be productive members of today's society. It is not enough for students to learn the basic skills of reading, writing, and numeracy. But should they develop in themselves skills that would help them cope with life and work in 21st century communities. These skills include, among others, critical and creative thinking skills, problem solving and decision making, and ICT literacy and skills. As a teacher, you are expected to possess these 21st century skills before you can help your students develop these skills. So, the seventh is the project-based and research-driven. Education in the 21st century, education emphasizes data, information, and evidence-based decision-making. Thus, teachers of the 21st century need to be knowledgeable about research to guide their students' learning through self-directed activities such as learning projects within and outside their classrooms. So, this implies that teachers of the 21st century need to be knowledgeable about research to guide their students' learning through self-directed activities, such as learning projects within and outside their classroom. Investigatory projects showcased in many science fairs across Southeast Asia and in the world are examples of research-based activities of students. So the last one is the relevant, rigorous, and real world. Education in the 21st century is rooted in real life, day-to-day activities of learners. Thus, teachers should teach topics using current and relevant information. This critical attribute implies that topics are taught using current and relevant information and linked to real-life situation and context. As a 21st century teacher, you need to be updated on the current ideas, current trends, developments, and issues in your school, community, and in the world, so that your teaching will be relevant to the lives of your students. Newspapers, TV, and radio news, and the internet are good sources of relevant and up-to-date information that you can access. So, to be an effective 21st century teacher, a teacher must first possess the very same 21st century skills that their students are expected to have. And in addition to those skills, they must be able to help all of their students obtain and develop 21st century skills. So, that's all. That's the end of my presentation, and thank you for listening.